Feeling a little under the weather? Put yourself into isolation, or did you just take a day off work just to take advantage of the situation? Well, no matter what you're doing, if you're stuck at home, bored by yourself and looking for some feel-good movies to watch to make yourself feel better about what's going on in the world right now, fear not, because I have 5 movies to watch while in self-isolation. There are really only 2 perfect people on planet Earth, 2 people who are just totally genuine, full of heart, and have no shady things in their past at all. Those 2 people are Tom Hanks and Hugh Jackman. So the first movie I've got for you today is The Greatest Showman. This movie just makes me laugh, it makes me smile. It's got great music, it's funny, it's got heart, it's got all the things you want in a feel-good movie. The Greatest Showman came out in 2017. A movie that actually turned out really well despite having a first-time director, which makes me a little bit nervous. And a movie that was looking like it was going to be a complete flop and then ended up making a lot of money because of the word of mouth. If you have not seen Greatest Showman, or if you've already seen Greatest Showman, rewatch The Greatest Showman because it is an absolute treat and you'll have a really good time watching it. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. The next movie on the list is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This is one of my all-time favorite comedies. It's also on my top 10 all-time favorite movies. This is a movie that I fell in love with in high school because I had 2 friends that were similar to the characters in this movie. Again, another movie that just brings a smile to my face. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is one of those timeless movies to me. Everyone can relate to it because everyone's taken a day off, whether you're actually sick or not. And I just think John Hughes is a genius, the way he directed this film with the fourth wall breaking and the characters. And I know on days that I've faked being sick to get out of school or work, I've tried to pull a Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and sometimes I've succeeded. Granted, I didn't get to sing and dance on a float, but I took the day off nonetheless. You can't have a feel-good movies list without having at least one Disney Pixar movie on the list, so the movie I'm picking for you today is Coco. Oh my god, Coco. Coco is a movie that will make you laugh and cry at the same time and you're not sure why. Prior to going into seeing Coco, I wasn't sure what to expect because I hadn't been impressed with Pixar's recent films. I wasn't a big fan of Inside Out, and I do believe that was the most recent Pixar film to come out prior to Coco. So I went in with lowered expectations because I didn't like Inside Out. And within the first 15 minutes, I just fell in love with Coco. Coco is a movie that made me laugh. It made me cry for sure. In a packed cinema full of like little kids, I was the grown man in the room crying. But it's also a warm and fuzzy movie. It makes you feel good about family and all this stuff. It's got all these messages in it. It's such a great, well put together movie. Coco is my favorite Pixar movie of all time, and I think it's going to stay that way for a while. You know, when they first said they were doing a Paddington movie with a CGI bear and real live action actors, I thought that's not going to work. But it did. Not only did they make one of it, they made 2, Paddington 1 and 2. Basically flawless movies. I was so surprised as to how good these movies actually were. The second one might be even better than the first one. These movies they just make you feel good about humanity. They just make you feel good no matter what the situation is, no matter what you're going through. These are movies you can watch, the whole family can enjoy them. I just can't get over how good these movies are. And if they made a third Paddington movie, if it was even half as good as Paddington 1 and 2, it's in the conversation for like one of the greatest trilogies of all time. And please, dear God, let there be a Paddington 3. Okay, the last movie on the list today is Remember the Titans. Remember the Titans is the movie that all movies wish they could grow up to be. Remember the Titans is such a uplifting, inspirational movie with a lot of heart to it. It's got some humor. It has some somber, darker moments to it as well. This is a movie that was produced by Disney, and listen, Disney I think should get back to making these types of movies. They've made a few since, but I would really like to see more movies like this come out because this is a movie that, look, I know nothing about American football, okay? I have no interest in it at all. I don't even watch like Australian rules football, so I know nothing about how that American football is played. However, this is a movie like, say, a Ford v Ferrari, like The Way Back that came out a couple of weeks ago. You don't need to know anything about the sport to actually enjoy the film because the film is really about the characters and their stories, and that's what makes this film so personal and so emotional. Denzel Washington's in this movie. He's so damn good in this movie, but Denzel's always MVP. And then on top of being inspirational and uplifting and the movie having a lot of heart, it's based on a true story. This story really happened in real life, and that just makes me feel good. That two different types of people who didn't like each other came together and did something great. So guys, that'll do it for my top 5 movies to watch during self-isolation. Have you got any feel-good movies you watch when you're stuck at home? Make sure you jump down the comment section below and let me know what those are right down there. Also remember, hit that subscribe button, ring that notifications bell so you never miss out on my take on all things movies. My name is Tom and I will see you guys next time. Crap.